Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished Grab Bag. That is all done. And every other entry other than the top 3 and one I have over there is finished. And I decided to save those until after I had done everything else. So final non-top 3 entry is going to be Lazy Architect's Basement. This is the scariest entry. You thought And Then There Were None was bad? This one's going to be worse. By Entropic. Lazy Architect is so lazy that he waits until deadline before starting his entry, and makes a small basement instead of actual dungeon. Okay then. So, this is the only non-scary room in here. There's a scroll in here. This is just a monster dump, everything that was unused in all the other rooms around here. This is very, very simple. Just fight some stuff. There's kind of a lot to fight. Okay, I've released too many goblins at once. Why did I not drop that trapdoor and instead hit this orb? How would that go? So the orb does that. This looks a little bit friendlier. But not... let's see, orb could be Ontlik Shelter. Construct is down. Ontlik has killed me. Construct... Okay. There we go. I did a thing. Okay, good enough. There. Okay, I'm building myself a little shelter here. Oh right, constructs come back. That's a thing that they do. Did you know that? Okay, well, my shelter turned out to be my death. Maybe I can survive this somehow? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, there we go. Hi, Wraithwing. I need to murder you somehow, like this. Hit the orb again, which I guess closed everything. Oh, well that's convenient, so it's toggleable. Alright, that makes this easier. I didn't realize that until I did it by accident. And then not for several turns after that, until I noticed that there were some monsters locked in. These guys are jerks. There's a Roach Queen on the loose, and there's a goblin pinning me down right now, so let's fix that problem. Goblin, stop it. Goblin. Goblin. There. That's what I wanted you to do. Okay. Roach Queen, go away. Whoa, constructs. That's fine. Roach Queens, go away. I kind of want to drop that trapdoor just to get get it as a safe space, but I can't reach. Yeah, that's me dead. I can't just charge ahead to these Roach Queens. Great. Fantastic. Let's try it this way. That didn't help anything. No, that made everything worse. What am I doing? Ah. Okay. Queens need to die. I did it. Constructs are here. That goblin is the real problem, though. Everything else can be dealt with just fine. Well, kind of. I need that goblin dead. It's important. But I'm not going to get that like that. Okay, constructs. There's just no way I can do this and get back to the south without summoning the goblin. Goblin and constructs are on the same side of me now, so that helps. There we go. Okay. I managed it. Ah, stop. It does not bode well that this extremely basic combat room is giving me this much trouble today. I am not in the best state of mind to be doing a game like this right now. But this is when I play, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Goblin, please die. Just as a basic monster to fight, goblins seem to be the most troublesome. Because, like, in almost any arrangement, they're going to give me some amount of trouble when I try to kill them. Alright, open that. Kill all the things. Is there any trickery with these water skippers? There might be, because I see that there's... No, there is a safe place to step there. I can just do this. Okay. Leftover monster storage. That's cheap. Okay, room clear. So that was the only easy room in here. I have cleared this room. I don't remember how, though. It involves invisibility and weird tar growth and crazy stuff. I had forgotten this even existed. This has clone potion, decoy potion, and I don't know what the heck. I've never solved this room. Let's just do an overview real quick. This room has the strangest Slayer behavior you'll ever see. I have not solved it, but I think I understand how to. Anyway, this Slayer does a crazy thing here. Has to do with, like, pathfinding bugs and stuff. He's going somewhere, but once he gets to me, he changes his mind. Anyway, so really weird stuff goes on there. This room is just incredibly demanding Slayer manipulation. I'll get to it when I get to it. I think today I want to try this one, probably. This one I came close to solving, but never could quite get to work all the way. This one I could never figure out. So yeah, I guess when I played this the first time, I only solved these two rooms in here. The rest of them were left unsolved. So, let's start in on this one. I'll start from here. So what's the idea here? This is a move order room, by the way. I think most of these might be. That's about all I remember about it. At least that was my working theory at the time. So guard. Guard's gonna have to come to me because there's thin ice there. There's an orb that toggles those and opens this. That also toggles those. You have your own arrow. And this opens the Omplic chamber. Okay, so let's do the stupidest thing first. Gonna stab that Roach Queen. Use this orb. And just show me specifically what goes wrong with doing dumb things. That toggles that and opens this. Those both do the same thing. Okay, Goblin's coming, Guard's coming. I think the problem is that I need to use this orb, so I can kill everything except the Goblin without trying too hard, is what it looks like to me. Yeah, okay, so that one Goblin is there. But this orb is inaccessible because I need the Guard and the Goblin to still be sitting there. And something needs to happen with respect to this? Okay, so wait. Alright, so anyway, I can't reach this Goblin. That's the problem with just stabbing all the monsters. There's some weird thing I have to do with the Roach Queen. Alright, so what is the move order? Roach Queen is number 2. Omplic is 3 and 5. Guard is always going to be number 1 because he's a guard. Goblin's number 4. It might be... It might be possible to reload a Goblin in here after he comes out, but I don't think that's what I'm doing. Why is this pressure plate? Okay, so that orb opens this, which means you will open those, which means you will step off of this, which means these will toggle. Okay, so if I can walk in here through this while this is closed, meaning someone is standing there, then hitting this orb will automatically release it and let me out here. However, it will also cause a problem with that, because whoever's standing there is going to leave their thing immediately on the same turn. I was going to say, what if it's an Altlic and has its beam reflected by a sword, but two problems. One, this geometry doesn't allow me to load an Altlic into there. And two, this geometry and this geometry don't allow me to reflect an Altlic beam. And three, I would have to have my sword south here to reflect that beam, and then I couldn't hit the orb because there's no power token in the room. Okay. My recollection is I got as far as deciding it had to do with the move order of, like, laid roach eggs on these plates or something like that. My memory is pretty fuzzy, though. And again, I've never solved this room. I'd like to, though. It would be nice. So, what could even theoretically allow me to do this? Alright, so what are my exact requirements? Press at least one of these plates. Okay, so it looks like I have a way to get in and open this but get trapped by this. If I were to collaborate with the Roach Queen so that we press these plates at the same time, well, that would still let the guard out, wouldn't it? Because if I step here, B-throw is number 0, guard is number 1, the guard would go, then the Roach Queen would lay her eggs, guard would end up there, and he'd get out, closing that. So if I want to press these simultaneously, like what does simultaneously mean? In a single turn is not necessarily simultaneous because different monsters are pressing them. So it seems like I need someone who is not B-throw to step on this, and also someone who is not B-throw to simultaneously step on this. What does this do again? Release Altlic. So my guess is I'd want, like, these two guys to both step here and here on the same turn. Okay, so what that would do is keep these both in place and open this. Great, that's a start. Then pressing this would release both of these. When I'm here, the guard will have his sword facing east, and when I hit this orb, he's going to take a step to the northeast and end up there, off of this pressure plate, closing that door before I have a chance to go through it. That is the problem with that approach. Could the Roach Queen... Could the Roach Queen perhaps be chased in here so that she will be able to lay eggs, which when they grow up into roaches will walk over this plate while I'm still in here reopening it for me? Okay, so that's going to be my working theory. The guard does get out. The goblin does too, but I want that one. Will I be able to kill her? No, that's the problem with that. If I put a Roach Queen in here, I'm never getting her out to kill her. Okay, so that one's no good, but who else can I put in here? Nobody. Again, geometry does not allow for inserting an Altlic. Goblin, maybe? But what am I going to do, exchange the goblin for something else? And doing that would involve using up one of these pressure plates, which I already said I have to... Well, I don't necessarily have to press them simultaneously. I could press these once, and then put a monster in each of these, press it again. None of that's going to work, though. Okay, so Roach Queen, what is your job? You're the one who's least clear to me. I think these two Altlics are for stepping here and here. Where are the guard sword turn thresholds? There is one right there. Oh, that simplifies things. The Roach Queen goes before the Goblin. Okay, so I do not need Altlic help for this. Oh, check it out. I can do this right now. I'm almost perfectly set up, so watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Guard turns his sword. So I'm going to step here, pressing this. The guard's going to turn his sword again, thereby not moving. Then the Roach Queen, number 2, is going to step here and lay an egg there, reclosing this door that was just opened by Bithro before the goblin, number 4, gets a chance to move. Right? Yes. Okay, so that's a way to do that without involving either of these. Okay. Does that help me? I haven't interacted with this orb yet. I'm going to assume that these are part of the puzzle. In what way, I am not sure yet. Let's go ahead and just kill this Roach Queen so she doesn't get in my way. And just demonstrate the rest of this. Make sure everything works as I think it does. So, I'll hit this. You will end up here, still facing east. You will end up here. This door will close, this door will open, this door will close. Exactly as I said. And there's nothing I can do from here to reopen that. Okay, that goblin's out. I wonder if he has a role. Now hang on, he stepped on this and reclosed those. Hold on. Did he? Oh. Okay, see, so there was a detail I missed. You will step on this, reclosing that immediately. What is your turn order? Number 5. Isn't that interesting? So it's not number 5 because the Roach Queen was... Okay, it's number 6. So you're the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So on Bithro's turn, these open. On the at the beginning of the turn, these open. At the end of the turn, they close. So how do I keep this pressed or repress it? Let's see, since this force arrow goes away, I can manually step there and open these, and that's actually required in order to kill these 2 monsters. Okay, so as long as these are monsters who will come to me, then that's no problem. So what are the Ompliks for? And do I need to do something with them before I do the Roach Queen trick here? Because at least I figured out one step of the room, but I'm not sure how to solve this problem. Okay, so what are all the monsters who could go in this space? Theoretically. Guard is already there. Omplik, I think, is a no. There is no way that I can... So an Omplik will sidestep one obstacle on the way to Bithro. Like, for example, if Bithro were here and the Omplik was there, I think they do prefer northwest, so it would end up there. But I can't get Bithro north of this row in this column without dropping that ice. Or west of this column in this row, west of this column in this row, without dropping that ice. Therefore, I am concluding that an Omplik cannot be placed in there. Okay? So, guard is already there, and I don't think actually I can even swap any monsters in here, except in the brief partial turn time after this orb is hit before this plate is stepped. But the only one I have is a Roach Queen. I'm trying to think of ways I could, like, have the queen maybe flood this chamber with roaches, which I think would be not necessarily impossible. It'd be a major pain, but it'd be not necessarily impossible. So that would mean... things. Yeah, so I'm thinking like roach flood in here, enough roaches that I could have one somewhere in this area, anywhere in like this and anywhere here, no, here, here, or here. Yeah, one of these 3 spaces would have to be a roach. And then that would end up on the pressure plate when the guard vacates the area. I can't have a roach block the guard's movement, because it can't be standing in the spot he wants to move. And he has a sword, so he would stab anyway. If this were blocked, he would go either here or here, both of which would make stabs on... Anyway, so I'm not going to be blocking the guard, I'm going to be replacing him. I think. So right. Do I block, or replace, or try to keep him still? I can't keep him still. The only way to keep him still is to make him turn his sword, and this is not in a zone that allows that. And I can't change its relative angle in any way here. So yeah, I think I'm just going to have to replace him. So what are these guys for? I don't know their purpose yet. Only thing I can think of is that they're supposed to, like, help me keep the Roach Queen in place while I have her flood this. Now, hang on. Does a Roach Queen lay... I guess I can test that here. Don't have to necessarily go to the editor for this. Does a Roach Queen lay on thin ice? You know what? It'll be much easier to test in the editor. Testing area. I should delete some of these to... remove. There are some spoilers in there. Like, I keep showing the solution to that one, well, it's not necessarily a solution, but a partial solution for that 1 second sky room. What am I testing? Right, Roach Queen, lay eggs, thin ice. Just need to make sure that happens. I'm pretty sure it does. But I need to be absolutely sure. Oh, it doesn't! Okay. That changes things. I'm glad I tested. Huh. Okay. So no eggs on thin ice. What's the name of the hold I'm playing? Okay, but which of these two? This one? Okay. So this means I cannot do a roach... no, it doesn't mean I can't do a roach flood. I can still do a roach flood. I just have to do it very carefully. Okay, let's try. So what was it? 4? There we go. So everybody's there. So I need you to land. Alright, so you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good one. Well, this part of it's bad. Ah, roaches, you jerks. How do I... Hang on, I'm doing something silly here. How do I do better? Like that. There we go. I did this all wrong. I want to be on this side of her. There. Okay, and then just at any random time, send her up there. And then 1 turn. So she's going to sit here. I can still kill her. And she's pretty safe right there at the moment. So let's just... Whoa, I'm wrong. Okay, so let's carefully flood this. Is this going to work? Yes, okay, so on this turn I do that, on that turn she does this. Okay, so then 28, yes. 28 again, probably, yes. And I can get 1 more in here. Is that the maximum number of roaches I can have? No, I can have more. Is that enough roaches? I think the answer to that question is yes. I'm gonna have to come down here for a couple of turns. What if I leave her there? I don't need to kill her yet. Do I? Yes, because this is going to, the formation here is going to change. Well, let's just see what this does. They both got out of there. What? No, wait. This was expected. This was expected. Oh, of course. All of the roaches are later in turn order than this goblin because they're newly laid eggs. Of course. Yeah, so no one is early enough in the turn order to actually step on this door. Okay, so, well, that plan was wrong, and I have shown why. There's no way it's going to be the Roach Queen, because again, she runs away from me, and I can't extract her once she's anywhere past here. Okay, well, there goes that plan. Alright, so I have proven that does not work. I think. Yeah, it just seems like it to me. Alright. What else can I even try? Can someone else stab this orb? In theory, the guard. In practice, no way. Why Omplik? What you for? Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to sit here and stare at this until I have a flash of inspiration. I had one. So, there is a way for this queen to step on this plate. I don't have to necessarily get her out, if I could have the guard kill her. So queen goes in there. She is number 2 at an appropriate time. So in order for her to land on this plate, she would need to be exactly here. No, exactly here. Okay, plausible. Let's try that. So that was 4. I guess I didn't need to reset all the way, but that's fine. I know what I'm doing here. Alright, so that was 10, I'm pretty sure. And I wanted to be here, I'm pretty sure. And then she goes there. Okay, so now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go there, lay those eggs. Lay another one just to be sure you stay in place. Not that it even matters at this point. Hold on, that sword's gonna land right on her. Okay. Well, yeah, that sword's still gonna stab her. Wait, so this doesn't work? How did this happen? I can move you down there, sure, but that doesn't help. Because now you'll just land there instead. Okay, so where you actually need to be then is here. Okay. So slightly different timing here. Go back 2, I think? Or was it just 1? It was just 1. Okay, so 5 from... Wait, what? No. Wait, 2. Yeah, 5 from 30. You land there. Gonna ignore that guy. But now you're all the way north, so you can't go south. So no, I can't put you north of this row if I want you to go south. Yeah, that helps nothing. So it definitely cannot be... The problem with having you here... Wow, yeah, like, every single thing I want to do here is guarded against. So it has to be one of these 3 spaces. Because if it's this space, you'll just bypass the... Hold on. No. Oh, this is silly. I got it. It is this space. Okay, so I put her there. Like that. This is very silly. She's not the one who steps on the plate. Someone she creates is. I actually had the perfect time right there, but that's fine. I can wait for the next one. So on 29, I do this. She lays an egg there and weighs that plate down. There we go. So now it's just a matter of making the guard stab her. How will that happen? Because he's just going to leave. No, no, no. There is a space Bithro can step on. Is it now a matter of making the guard stab the... No, wait. Okay, so... I see that Bithro can step here and kill the queen. That's still true. Yeah, okay. So, wait, how do I open this? I need to use that. There are several problems with that. Hang on, so the guard is now blocked. If I can get close enough, maybe I can make him turn his sword here, here, and then here before he steps. Goblin's gonna get in the way of that, so I need him not to be a problem during this process. Aye. Guard, please don't go too far. I could also make more roaches if that would make that any easier. You didn't do it. Let's make another roach. Let's make another roach there. I need you to face a very specific way. Let's make another roach. Yeah, he'll do that. That's fine. Oh, 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 look what he's doing. Not what I want. Okay. I thought he was going to pathfind around there, but no, he wouldn't. The roach is not a very invisible obstacle. But something might be happening here. There we go, I killed the queen. Okay. So Ontlik had no use? How odd. And yeah, that roach will come out just fine like this. The goblin's already out. I can kill you like this. Yeah, okay. Did not need Ontlik for anything. Okay, cool. Any last minute hidden gotchas? I don't think so. I've already done this part of the room before. Okay, I did it. Nice. Then why were they there? I got a first place. What? Why? How? There must have been a different solution. Not by a huge amount, but by some. Yeah, this is clearly different. So Ontlik is involved in Chaco's solution. Maybe. Or maybe he's just killing them now. Keep queen in place, move her down there, kill one Ontlik, get the other one. Queen and Ontlik are both alive. This looks like a pain. I don't like anything about this. Yuck. Glad I didn't have to do any of that. Yeah, okay. I see. So he decided to use both monsters on both plates. How did I get away with having Bithro do it? By having the guard turn his sword at that exact moment. That's what I did. Right, so that's how I avoided having to use an Ontlik. I'm gonna guess the rest of this looks the same as my solution, just about. A little bit of inefficiency, that's fine. Yeah, this looks pretty familiar. Yeah, so she... Right, instead of putting him here, he just put her here, blocked by those two. Same thing, basically. She ends up there, puts an egg on the plate. And then just kind of, wait a minute. So you're going to have to do some real careful stuff in order to... Oh, okay, so he blocked her there, scared her that way, and stabbed her without dropping the ice. Got it, so that was another way I could have done that. I see. Alright. Disoriented Fogel do anything different? We're still doing the Ontlik and Roach Queen thing on the plate. Okay, so I guess that was the purpose of the Ontlik. I just found an alternate because it happened to be at a sword turn boundary that I could step on this. Alright, cool. Great! So that's a new room done that I've never solved before. Neat. So, yeah, there are other rooms here. Most of them are going to hurt a lot. I know I have solved this one. At the very least, I have a demo that I can look at for it if I really need to. Worried about this one. Worried about this one. I think I kind of know what to do here. It's just going to be weird and arcane. A little bit worried about this one. I'll be able to get it done. But yeah, like my main worries are these two. Alright, well, we'll see if I can handle it. I'll see you next time.